Hello, good morning, children. I hope all are doing well at home, staying safe with your parents, elders, right, children? Right. Children, um, you all know due to this prevailing pandemic situation, we are unable to come to school at present and conduct our normal classroom sessions. So, we are taking up this virtual sessions, right? Okay. Children, I first of all like to congratulate all of you because you are now promoted to grade 5 from grade 4. Correct? Okay, congratulations to all of you. I hope a few of you know me. Yet I like to introduce myself very briefly. I am Anjana Shaha and I will be handling grade 5 general science classes. Right? Okay, children. Children, you all know for this present situation how we all have to face the difficult situations at present due to this pandemic all over the world. There is a saying, children, that prevention is better than cure. I hope all of you know this. So, I'm sure you all are following all the preventive measures to be taken at present and how you can keep yourself fit and stay healthy by following all the precautions, safety measures, so that you are not getting infected. So you are preventing yourself from getting infected, right? Yes. So for that, I'm sure you all know what all to do. You all have to be very strong and have lot of confidence in mind. Then you should eat healthy food, keep yourself hydrated, follow the cleanliness, and always remain safe at home and stay safe. Right, children? Okay. Now we have to plan our virtual sessions. So you have to prepare yourself mentally and see to that you all make the best use of this virtual sessions and keep the learning process on, right? Yes. Before we start taking up the class for today, in the beginning itself I would like to give few instructions which you have to keep in your mind throughout all the sessions. First thing is, you all have to be very alert, attentive, and concentrate when you are attending the virtual sessions. On your desk or table, you will maintain a book, a pen, a pencil, along with your concerned subjects, content book, workbook, right, children? So, if we are displaying any points or any questions to be answered or any drawing or make any table, you will immediately make a note in your notebook and you will be answering the questions, right? Okay, children. Fine. So I would like to start the class now. Today's the first block of grade 5 with the first lesson. Before we start with the first lesson, we will begin the lesson with conducting a simple activity, right? The activity is very simple. So you will place your palm on the chest, right children? So you will place your palm on the chest. You will keep your palm on the chest just like this girl, right? Yes. Now take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, for few seconds, continue. Okay, children. Do you feel anything beating inside your body? Yes, you feel, no? Okay. Can you guess which part of the body is that? Or which organ is that beating inside your chest? Correct. Yes, it is the heart. So, the heart which is placed in the chest region towards the left side. So, you can feel the beat of the heart. Right? So, where is the heart situated? It is situated in the chest cavity. So, today we are going to take up all the other parts of the circulatory system. Now, circulatory system, you had in your previous class, that is 4th standard classes, you have studied about various systems like the digestive system, which consists of mouth, the food pipe, stomach, the intestine part, and it ends with the anus. I hope you all remember. Similarly, you have studied the excretory system. So all these systems, you are aware that they perform a particular function. A group of organs which performs a particular function forms an organ system. Right, children? Similarly, today we are taking up the next organ system in our body, that is the circulatory system. Circulatory, the word circulatory means circulating throughout the body. Something is being circulated throughout the body, and why it is being circulated, how it is being circulated. So we will gradually, part by part, we will study in this block 1. So today's first lesson, we are only studying about the parts of the circulatory system. So one of the part already you have come to know by doing the activity, that the heart. So we have to now be ready with your notebook. So we are studying the first block, circulatory system, lesson 1, parts of the circulatory system. So our aim is we are learning about the different parts of the circulatory system. Now the keywords I read out and you are making a note, quick note, without making any mistake. Okay, heart, circulatory, arteries, veins, atria, ventricles, capillaries. Heart, circulatory, arteries, veins, atria, ventricles, capillaries. I hope you all have noted down. Okay, now we go to the next slide where you will be seeing a model of an organ. You have to understand and write in your own words the shape, the structure of this organ, and you have to guess which organ it is, right? So I display the next slide, the model of an organ. Okay, right, children? You can see this model. Can you tell me what is this organ? And you have to describe the shape of this organ as well in your own words. Where it is located, you are writing in your notebook, right? So which part of the circulatory system does this model depict? Yes, it is the heart. Correct, it is the human heart. And now you can see the human heart has 4 chambers. This heart model is not labeled. In the next slide, I will be showing you the labeled part of the heart. And you can very easily find out that there are some 4 parts on this model. The upper 2 parts, the lower 2 parts. We will see all these parts, what they are in the next slide. Now you can see some pipe-like structures. Blue color pipe-like structures, the red color pipe-like structures or tube-like structures. So these are called the blood vessels. They are called the blood vessels, right? So the blue one, why they are colored blue and why these are red, I will explain you in the next slide. So the model depicts the heart and the blood vessels. The 2 blood vessels are the arteries and veins. See, now I had shown in the previous heart model that the blood vessels were represented in different colors, right? The arteries, they are carrying pure blood, so it is colored in red. Keep this point in mind. And the veins, which brings back the impure blood from different parts of the body to the heart for purification, it is colored blue, right? So where is the heart located in our body? Yes, you have already uh, aware of it. So you are writing down that answer, where it is located. It is located in our chest cavity, and the size of the heart is about the size of one's fist. So our heart is the size of our own fist and its shape is conical. You can see in this diagram, it is conical in shape, right? Cone shaped organ, and it is having the size of our own fist. So make a quick note. In the chest, it is tilted towards the left. I give you half-minute time, children. Please make note quickly. So what is the shape and structure of different parts or organs of the circulatory system? So we are going to know this in the next slide. I hope you have made a note of it. Fine. So heart has 4 sections or chambers. We will come to know now what are those 4 chambers. I hope all of you had made a note of all the points here. Okay, what else is the part of the circulatory system? So heart is a 4-chambered organ. Human heart is a 4-chambered organ. Now I have this label diagram. Very quickly and carefully observe and follow this diagram. So you can see two upper chamber and two lower chamber. The upper chamber you have already seen, one is the right atrium and the left atrium. This atrium is singular word. The plural form is atria. The other name for atria is auricles. So you are making a note as and when I am saying it. Then the lower two chambers, they are called as the ventricles. Same way, the right side, right ventricle, the left side, left ventricle. Now, both these sides, the right and left side, they are bifurcated with the help of a muscular wall. We can say it as a septum. So this septum is made of a muscular wall. Now you see the blue color blood vessel from upper region as well as from the lower region, and it is entering the right atrium. So the blue vein is a big vein which arises from the topmost part of our body. The topmost part refers to the head, the neck region, the facial parts, your arms, the chest region, all this part, the all veins from those body parts together form a big vein carrying impure blood called as superior vena cava, and it enters into the right atrium. Fine, children. Similarly, from the lower parts, all the impure blood below your chest till your toe, all these parts, the veins carrying impure blood, they join together and form one big vein called as the inferior vena cava, and this also enters the right atrium. Now, between this upper chamber and the lower chamber, in the right side, we have a flap-like structure which controls the flow of blood. They are called as valves. They are called as valves, and the name of this valve is tricuspid valve, which helps in preventing the reverse flow of blood. So once the blood enters from all the body parts to the right atrium, due to contraction, the valve opens and blood flows into the right ventricle. So the right part of our heart has all impure blood. From here, the impure blood is carried through a artery. Actually, artery will carry pure blood, but in the heart, this is an exceptional, that the pulmonary artery. The word pulmonary refers to lungs. As you all know, the word cardiac refers to heart. Similarly, the word pulmonary refers to lungs. So this artery carrying impure blood, they are bifurcated and they reach either side of the lungs. So pulmonary arteries entering either side of the heart. So now through the pulmonary veins, this comes from the lungs. They carry pure blood and enters the left atrium. And when the left atrium contracts by the entry of pure blood, here also we see a valve. This is called the bicuspid valve or mitral valve. So the valve opens and blood is forced into the left ventricle. Now you can know that the left side of the heart is having what type of blood? Correct. It is having pure blood. Pure blood in sense, the blood which is rich in oxygen. So from where did it pick up oxygen? Correct, from the lungs. And from this ventricle arises a biggest artery in our body called as the aorta, which branches into arteries and enters to different parts of the body. Now, can you guess what type of blood these arteries are carrying away from the heart? Exactly. They are carrying pure blood, and the oxygen is being supplied to all parts of the body. Is it clear, children? So you have to remember very quickly. I again repeat the four chambers. You know the four chambers. The upper chambers, the right atrium and the left atrium, and lower chamber, the right ventricle and the left ventricle. The right part of the heart contains impure blood, whereas the left part of the heart contains pure blood. Then this is the pulmonary artery, and here from the left ventricle arises the aorta, carrying pure blood, and which branches into arteries carrying pure blood to all different parts of body. The pulmonary veins, which carries pure blood from the lungs and enters the left atrium. So both these sides are bifurcated by a muscular wall. So it's named as septum. Right, children? I hope you have all made a note of all this. So now, which are the parts of the circulatory system? Now we are studying these blood vessels, right? Now I said the blood vessels are pipe-like or tube-like structures. Now through the pipe, the water pipes, what is flowing in our water pipes? Correct, water. Similarly, through these blood vessels, can you tell me what is flowing? Correct. It is the blood. So now you can understand the parts of the circulatory system. So the first part of the circulatory system is the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. Got it? So now we go to the next slide, and I want everybody to put on your thinking caps. Now read this question, children. The heart is located in the chest cavity. So chest cavity, it is in the topmost region of the body, but the blood flows throughout the body. That means the circulatory system is present throughout the body. How is this possible? How is this so? Yes, no? It is really a question to think about, right? Now, what's happening? The arteries which carry pure blood, they have to reach even the smallest part of our body. The arteries are thick-walled blood vessels, and they carry pure blood. They all branch into smaller blood vessels, a very thin walled blood vessels, and they form a network of blood vessel called as capillaries, and these capillaries will supply all the nutrients, oxygen to all different parts of the body. Similarly, from all the body parts, smaller network of capillaries, they form veins and carry impure blood to heart again for purification. So both these arteries and veins, they branch out into small thin blood vessels called as capillaries, which can reach the smallest part of our body, and thus the entire human body or our entire body parts, the circulatory system is present. So the blood can flow throughout our body. Is it clear, children? I give you 1 minute time. Please make a note of this point very quickly. I hope all of you are noting down. Now, based on this concept, there is one more question which you will think and write the answer in your notebook. Why are capillaries thin? I hope all of you have followed this concept. So now think over and make a note of this question and write down the answer in your notebook. Why are capillaries thin? Okay, children. Now today we studied the parts of the circulatory system. So based on this, we have to uh, go now for the worksheet part. So what to do today? So we have to complete the worksheet S1 of block 1, page 12. I want everybody to keep your workbooks page 12 ready and a pencil also. And in your notebook, so keep this workbook aside. In your notebook, please make a note of the home assignment. So you'll complete the practice question 1 and 2 from the Exceed content book, block 1, page number 6 in your notebook. I hope you are writing down very quickly. Practice question 1 and 2 from Exceed content book, page number 6. So in the content book, after end of the lesson, you will be having practice questions. So you will only answer the first and second question. And children, the very important thing is you will read this section parts of the circulatory system. So what we had discussed today, you are going to read that part today itself and follow it. Okay. Now the other interesting activity you have to do is, I hope all of you have clay at your home, right? Surely you will be having clay. So it is good if you have red and blue, and you will make the model of the heart using this clay. If no red and blue color, you can select other colors, but you should know the difference of this clay colors, what for you have used. Now the red color will represent the arteries carrying pure blood, and the blue color will represent the veins carrying impure blood. As well as the right side of the heart carries impure blood. So which color clay can you use that side? Exactly, you can use blue color. And the left side of the heart carries pure blood. So you are using which color clay to represent that? Correct, the red clay. So right side with blue clay and left side with red clay. Arteries also can be shown with which color? Correct, with red clay. But the pulmonary artery, you have to show it in blue. Why? Because it carries impure blood, right? And the veins can be represented with blue color clay, and the right side of the heart blue color, left side of the heart red color. And you will use paper strips to label this model. You can refer your content books diagram of the heart, or else the model which was displayed on the slide also, right? I hope you have made a note of this. So now we go to the worksheet. Now parts of the circulatory system. The first question, you can see it is a picture based, and you have to identify the different parts. They have given the words in the help box. So label the different parts of circulatory system, use words from the box. It is very clearly noted that these two blood vessels which we had studied, from upper region one big vein, and from the lower region of the body one small vein entering the right atria. So they are the veins. So this B part you can label it as veins, and this also the arteries. So you can see the pulmonary artery and the aorta. So they are all arteries. So this A is arteries. This C is very easy. The upper chamber of the heart. What are they? Correct. Both the right side and the left side. So right atrium, left atrium. Together we call them as atria, right? And this line you can extend with pencil. You can include even this right ventricle along with this. There is a mistake here. You can extend with pencil, and you can now take both this right ventricle and left ventricle, and you can write it as ventricles here. Right, children? Okay, describe the structure of the heart. Yes. This we have already discussed, and you have noted down the points, you recall them, and you frame in your own words and write the heart's structure, its location, its shape, size, how many parts, which are those parts, all those points you have to collectively make, organize them and write it. So you will get the description on structure of the heart. The last question, how do the arteries and veins reach the smallest part of the body? Yes, children. In the last slide, we have already discussed this point also. I hope you have followed the concept of branching of arteries and veins and why they are branching and how it is helpful for all the body parts. You apply the same concept, and I'm sure you will be able to answer even the third question. Children, if you are not completed now, you can complete after all the sessions today, but don't fail to complete, and you can use a pencil to write your worksheet. Right, children? Fine, children. With this, we come to the end of the session. Uh, till then, all of you take care of yourself. We will meet you all in the next session. So be safe. Take care. Bye, children.